Creativity is evolving, design is changing, animation is transforming. Artificial intelligence is not the future, it is the present. And those who master it will lead the next generation of creators. Welcome to pixelstroX, where creativity meets AI. Yes, let us start the first class. Genai for design and animation, right? How to use AI and Genai in designing and animation point of view, right? Let us check one by one. See, for any course, for any subject, first let us understand the basics. Foundation is very important. Without learning the basics and foundation, really it is not easy to understand from the roots, right? It's a little bit theory oriented, right? So, but it is very helpful to understand the core subject. Let us start. The question is, have you used ChatGPT? Yeah, of course. Most of the students, most of the people nowadays, without using ChatGPT, it's not really possible, right? So, for every work, for anything, for everything, we use ChatGPT nowadays, right? Have you seen AI generated images? Of course. In daily life, we are using most of the images, genai images, right? Do you think AI will replace designers? Is it possible? Yeah. Let us discuss, then we'll understand. See, in this slide, first we have to understand what is AI. Artificial intelligence, AI, machines performing tasks that require human intelligence. Suppose example, YouTube recommendations. Okay, so suppose when you watch any videos from YouTube, based on your interest, automatically YouTube can recommend similar kind of videos. The same way, face unlock and phone. Okay, we are using to unlock your mobile, we use this face unlock system, right? And Google Maps, route suggestions. Okay, we are using all these things. And AI is going to a smart decision system, right? So AI already we are using in our daily life. Okay, let us click this one. What will understand this one? This is the traditional AI and this is the genai. In traditional AI, when you ask question, that will give the simple answer only. Suppose today, is it raining? The AI will suggest yes or no. But in genai, suppose I write a story about rain, that will write. That is the difference between AI and generative AI. Traditional AI, classification and prediction, decision making and recognition. Generative AI, creative content, the deep fakes and music composition and text generation. Next slide. What is data? Most of the students, most of the people, we are all using in daily life data. Data is nothing but the number of collected information through the internet, the web. Okay, so this is very important because based on data only the models will get trained. Okay, so we have to understand a simple definition. Data is information used to train AI. Data can be text. So lot of text in daily life we are using by writing messages, by giving the text to someone and by sending the mails and your voice messages and your videos and audios. These are all the data, right, throughout the internet, web. Here the collected data model can use. Okay, the text, images, videos, audio, numbers and documents. Okay, here see the collection of the data. This is the data is here, it is processing here, and the data, the fuel for AI. Okay, so that's the reason most of the companies, they're establishing their own data centers. Data centers are very important, and here they'll give the training, right? So they'll give the training, then evaluate. Okay, the example, if you want AI to understand cat show it millions of cat images. Okay, English, give it billions of sentences. Animation styles show thousands of artworks. AI learns patterns from data, right? So AI, how that will get trained? So by using the patterns. So let us see the video, we'll understand this one. This is processing data, everything. The finally that is getting trained. Next, in this slide, for designers, if AI has seen Disney style art, anime art and realistic art, it learns the pattern of those styles. It doesn't see like humans, it learns mathematical patterns. See, sometimes when you give the prompt, I want a Disney style of art, okay, you'll get the same Disney style of art. And the anime style of art, the same art style will get. And the realistic, suppose realistic. So here, by giving the same kind of information, the images, AI is learning from these provided data. It learns the patterns of those styles. It doesn't see like humans, it learns mathematical patterns. Suppose see here, AI learning 1 million anime images. Okay, so anime images, what? It has big eyes, the kind of stylish hairs, and a small nose, sharp chins. Okay, so if you provide a number of anime images as a data, okay, this kind of style that will remember by the patterns, because AI is learning from the pattern only. The AI visual pattern they recognize, and then we give the prompt, I want anime style of art. Automatically one new image, not the same, in the new image that will create, but with the anime style. Okay, AI generation anime style girl character, right? So that means what? Completely it is creating new, not like same, but by using the same kind of patterns, styles and colors and the design system it follows, and finally that will create the new anime character for you, right? So this is. And what is a model actually? Model, the simple definition, a model is a trained brain of the AI. So like for humans we have a brain, the same way it has a brain. Data is a study material, right? Model, the student brain after studying. Actually it is a study material. Data means what? A lot of, suppose you are preparing for 10th class exam or your intermediate degree exams, right? We study based on your syllabus and course, lots of books and lots of important text material is there. We'll study and we'll understand. The same way here, the AI is also studying. Okay, that is a study material. Data means The model is a student brain after studying. Example, before training, a model is an empty brain. So the brain doesn't have anything. After training, a model understands patterns. The pattern system that will understand. When you type a prompt, that will create as per your a prompt procedure. And let's understand this one. See here, these are all the small neural systems inside that brain. Okay, so based on that, the model will get trained. Right? We'll understand what are the neural systems and all. What is LLM? Most of the people, I think, already we heard about the LLM. LLM is a large language model. Example, the ChatGPT, right? A large language model. A simple definition, LLM is a very large AI model trained on massive text data to understand and generate language. Example, ChatGPT, Gemini and Claude. So these are the powerful LLMs. Okay, so we'll understand what is why LLM, what are the normal models and LLM models. We'll clear all your doubts, right? First, let us understand LLM. So this is that's it. So large language, see here, this is the data, the huge data here we are using. The number of data, different kind of data we are giving for the training. So that model will get trained and finally exactly. So this is about that LLM, right? And why large question? LLM means large language models, but in this large means what? Why? Because trained on billions of words, huge data we have to provide, and uses billions of parameters and can understand context. Okay, then what LLM can do? Write stories. Example, ChatGPT you take. Okay, if you ask any based on your prompt, you ask any story, write a story for a rain, so automatically that will create few stories and you can modify them. Based on your modification, again that will give the final version. And answer questions, right? Ask anything, automatically that will give the answer. And generate scripts is very important for the animation people and movie script writers. That will help writing scripts. And explain concepts, it's very important again for the graphic designers and content writers. So that will explain concepts. Help with ideas. Suppose if you have a small idea, see here, suppose you're the human, that is a machine, right? So first generate a small spark, small idea in your brain. You can give the input as an input to the ChatGPT. That will help to enlarge that idea, right? But remember, it predicts the most probable next word. It doesn't think, it calculates probability. Actually, it has no brain, right? Like humans, it calculates probability. It guesses what will be the next word, next pattern. So that's the reason we are telling it predicts the most probable next word. It doesn't think, it calculates probability. And how are models trained? It's very important. This is where students get confused. Let us simplify. Step 1, collect data. Example, billions of text sentences, millions of images. And step 2, clean data and remove spam, wrong info and duplicates. This is very important here. Suppose we are collecting data from the internet, a huge data, okay, the billions of text sentences, millions of images, and we have to clean because the unnecessary, some unimportant data is there, okay. From the data we have to remove the spam email, suppose from your email box. The same way, from the huge data we have to clean, separate the spam data and wrong information, some fake information also sometimes that will get spread throughout the internet, okay. We don't give that information to the model, because that is a fake and wrong information. And duplicates, suppose the same information again and again, no need to give multiple times, it's unnecessary, right? So this is very important. This step is clean data, and see this one how it is trained. Suppose here, see, these are the data, the huge data, the model architecture here, the model, and see the process is going here. Let us check this one. Let us see again. Exactly. So it reads the data again and again, multiple times, then we'll get perfect, right? And then in the training process, AI reads data again and again. It tries to predict next word. Next word means, example here, the input animation is a very, suppose, then AI guesses fun. The next, the word animation is very, AI guesses fun. If wrong, system corrects it again, okay. This happens millions of times. This is called what? Training. That is called machine learning, okay. This happens millions of times. This process is called the machine learning. The huge many opportunities, right, in machine learning area. So basically the training process predict the next word. Is optimization, uses the neural networks. The model improves prediction accuracy because multiple times that will get trained, right? Suppose if it is a wrong, again the system corrects it. And a mathematical equations, right? Then go to the next one, neural network. These are really sometimes will get confused because the neurals, suppose in human brain, the neural system is there, the very minute, the huge, the memory system brain has, right? So because of the neural system, that will remember and store in a separate and particular areas. The same way here, AI has neural network inspired by human brain. See, this is a complicated system here, right? The input layers and hidden layers and the output layers, these are all. And what is a neural network actually? You have to understand, inspired by human brain. It has layers, connections, weights. It processes information step by step. For students, think like input, processing, output. So you are giving input, that will process, and that will get output. Example, prompt, you are giving a brain, that is processing. Finally, you are getting generated image. When you give prompt A, that will calculate the process based on your the input and the prompt. Finally, you will get the generated image. Okay, let us check this one how it is. Right, this is. Then how does a generative AI create images? Very simple explanation. It doesn't copy images, right? Because it has no brain actually, like human brain. It doesn't copy images. It learns shapes, colors and styles and composition patterns. Then it generates pixels based on probability. It starts from noise, gradually shapes image. This is called diffusion model. So something like what will happen here? It does generate AI create images. How does? So that means what? Here it learns shapes, okay, and colors. Suppose here, see that the different the data, the image data, when we provide to the model, okay, so based on your prompt, that will connect each other, and the colors imitate and the style can imitate, and finally based on your prompt the composition patterns also will happen. Then it generate pixel based probability. It starts from a noise, the small kind of the granular noise. It starts gradually, that will become image. This is called a diffusion model. Let us check. That's it. Again, see this one here. What is happening? Yes, yes, the same, yeah, the same colors, the same styles and shapes based on your prompt, that will combine as a small noise, and gradually that will become as a shape. That is called what? Diffusion model. How does text to video work? It generates frames, images, predicts motion between frames, maintains consistency. Video is equal to moving images actually, right? We know all this one. Video means what? The sequence of images that will connect, right, each other. So here the video is moving images. AI predicts frame 1, frame 2, frame 3. Okay, important AI limitation. AI doesn't think. Okay, it doesn't understand emotions. It's very important. Doesn't know truth, whether it is really right or wrong, right? Can hallucinate. So generate a wrong info sometimes. Hallucination means in AI mostly we use this word. Hallucination means sometimes based on your prompt that will generate a wrong info. So that is the reason always we have to cross check. It predicts based on patterns only, right? So very important. So how the video is creating based on your text. Let us check why this is important for design students, right? First let us check how does text to video work. See, generates frames, images and predicts motion between frames. Then video is equal to moving images. Suppose this is one frame you are giving. Sometimes we can generate one frame from Gemini or Firefly, and that another image and another image. Here image means poses, different poses. Same like in animation, we create different poses and then we animate between these poses. In the same way here AI also can generate. So when you provide one frame, the second frame and the third frame, between those frames it predicts, okay, frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, then it is generating motion. Okay, let's understand this one. Check this one. Let us see again. Okay, so why this is important for design students? AI can speed up idea generation and create concept art, assist in story writing, help in mood boards, generate motion references, but creative thinking must come from you. Okay, AI is assistant, you are creator. So it's very, very important. 100% true. This is right. Always, suppose people are thinking AI can replace the humans. Of course, that will replace. How that will replace? Suppose the automated tasking and repetitive work mostly that will take. You have to give your creative input. So then AI will act as your assistant. And big picture summary, the data means use it to train, data means use it to train, and model is good, learns from data. Here model means, suppose see here the chat GPT, and this is your Gemini and Firefly. These are the models, the versions they improve and they launch in suppose 3.1. These are the different model versions. The LLM, large language model. Generative AI creates new content. AI, pattern recognition system. You have to understand the difference between AI and genai, right? AI, the pattern recognition system, when you give question, that will give answer only. AI, right? Generative AI, that will create a new content based on your prompt. The final simple explanation, AI learns patterns from data. A model is the trained system. LLM is a language trained AI model. Generative AI creates new content based on learned patterns. It predicts, it doesn't think. Okay, I hope you are understanding all these things. We'll continue other classes.